And what is up, YouTube? Yes, you're hearing me, Subohm Gamer, bringing you another episode of Arts of Evolve on my Ethos PvP modded server. It's been a few days since I've uploaded another video, as I've just got over the flu, and obviously we've had a couple of big updates since last one. So I'll give you a little run through on what we've actually done with the new big update, with the flyer nerfing, the and underwater base and stuff. What we decided to do was completely wipe the servers and start afresh. Just made because everyone had a lot of dinos, and obviously all the chains were messed up, and when you couldn't put the speed on, so it weren't fair for everyone geared up their dinos to what there was. So anyway, we wiped all 3 servers: the island, centre, Scorched Earth. Now, a lot of people are pretty upset with the big nerf on the speed on the flyers. I was as well, but I kind of got used to it. Yes, everything's a lot slower, but it just makes for a new form of PvPing, i.e. more land raids, which I think is a good thing, because it was a lot easier just to fly in, drop turtles and C4, which apparently they've stopped being able to put more than one C4, I think it is, on a turtle now. I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard. So that's going to stop a lot of turtle bombing. People still drop turtles for their, obviously, their tanking turrets. But yeah, I just like to go over a few little things on what we did with the server. So before getting to all the new UI and the latest update with the new weights and changes to a lot of the dinos, I'll let you know what we've done with our actual server ourselves. And that is, because some people wanted to have there's a flyer mod out there, classic flyer mod, basically lets you put levels back in speed on your flyers. So what we've done to kind of make it a bit, so you got on our servers, you got the choice. If you want to play the new arc without the speed on your flyers, come and join us on the island. If you want the flyers with the speed, you can go on to the centre or Scorched Earth. Now, the main reason we put it on Scorched Earth is because it's going to be very hard for people to do wyvern ones, get wyvern eggs, and even kill the wyverns to get talons in order to do the manticore boss. So we've kind of done it, split it up a bit to make it a little bit more fairer for everyone. Another thing about that, what I'd like to tell everyone, if you do decide to come and join us, is if you're on the island and you take a flyer to the centre or Scorched Earth, you will have to leave them there, as the classic flying mod will as soon as you take your dino, it will automatically give you the stat of speed. Now, unfortunately, it won't let you bring it back to the island, as we haven't got that mod on the island. So your best bet is to start on the centre with a couple of go on the centre. If you want to be on the island, go on the centre, tame a few flyers over there, come back here. So if you need to go to the centre, you can, or take some dinos flyers over to the Scorched Earth from the island, or you can transfer between the centre and Scorched Earth still, because they both run the same mods. If you're on the island and you want to take a Patera over to Scorched Earth, make sure you take one that you know you're going to leave there. So don't take a Quetz if you expect them to bring it back, because you won't be able to. So that's kind of the way we've gone with that. Most of the server are happy with it. Everyone that's on at the moment was happy with that idea, and we thought we'd try and give people a choice. So going back to the update, I will be doing, in my next video, I'll be doing a video on the underwater bases, on another character over on the centre, on the admin character. What I will be doing, I'll be spawning a few of the structures in, the new teleporters, the muzzle and the muzzle saddle, and I'll be giving a run through to it all, show you how to build with the underwater tech bases. I've had a little play. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to get to underwater base level in the tech. but that's going to take a hell of a long time, especially now with all the new nerfs and updates, what's changed and whatnot. But that will be in the next video. But obviously if you come to the centre, after the video is done, it will be taken down. I'll be demolishing all the admin stuff that's spawned in just for the video. So now on to the new update. The flyers got nerfed badly. You can't put speed on any of your flyers. I understand why they've done it. I get it. I think they went a bit OP. But as they have said in discussions, they've decided to strip it or nerf it to the bottom as possible, so now they can slowly add to it. And they've already been doing tweaks since then, which we'll come over in a few minutes. I'll give you the rundown of the latest update. But going back to the update with the speed flyers, we got this nice new UI in. It takes a lot of getting used to, if I'm honest. There's a lot of niggly bits. Overall, the view, I just think it's phenomenal. I really do. As you can see, you got a lot more space to see all your items. You go to crafting. Now you got it all like this, where it's all open. Or you can obviously click folder view, and it automatically puts it in folders for you. Saves making your own folders. Again, so if we go into this, so we can drop all, transfer all, that would be. Sort items by. So you got alphabetical, weight, and spoil time as per usual. So alphabetical, there we go, all in alphabeticalised order. From B, A from the top and down. You can still create your own folders. And then inventory, obviously the search is very nice, I don't know, stone, it's there. Also another thing that you can do with this, so if way before you'd have to click it, put it on the hotbar, all I have to do now is hover over the war drums and press E. Come out of it. Oh, where's it gone? There we go, press E and you can place it down. This will work also with repairing armour. So if I hold over here and press E, it's repairing them for me in my inventory without having to do anything else. Now another thing that I like, which we'll go into crafting, something that I can make more than one of, let's just see. So if we right click, you can craft one, just press E and it'll craft it. If you craft all, this is the perk. See this? Craft amount. You can actually select how many you want to craft. So let's just say to OK, and it's going to craft 2. Clear your crafting queue. You've still got your 6 crafting icons. Another thing here, your points. I like how it gives you the exact points you've got to spend. Your XP, nice big bar, better than it was before. What we got, weight, water, start going for a bit of health. Now again, at the top it is, and also you've got your items, you've got all your details here. Engrams, it's at the top here, and obviously you got your art prime, Scorched, tech. Yeah, so we come off to, as you can see, here comes, these are your new tech structures, as you can tell. Bases, muzzer, teleporter, and I think that's the generator. You come off that. See, I haven't learnt all of them yet. Also, when you get to, I think on our server it's 87, you will get about 80k or 50k engrams. So you will be able to learn every engram on the server. So yeah, and then obviously art prime. Next we've got your tribe manager. So all the tribe managers are up here. It's all new writing as well. I think it just stands out so much better. As you can see, Bazone Gamer and Subohm Gamer, we're the 2 owners of the server. Bazone Gamer is actually Barry Art King, which you will see on one of his videos. I'll link his description in the. I'll link his video YouTube into the description. Sorry. Then we've got your team groups. So I'm big sort order here, survivor profile, all your explorer notes you've unlocked, main notes, whatever they are. I've obviously found a couple, but records, whatever. Another thing is when you press escape, half of this is gone. You've only got resume, exit and options. Now one of the reasons I've done this is because now you can go straight to your options from your inventory bar. As you can see here, change everything you want, apply reset. But again, I think it's a nice little tweak. So overall, I am very happy with the new UI, the new inventory system. I think it's really good. Right, so next thing I would like to do is talk about the latest update. So obviously we know the flies have been nerfed, but if we go onto the discussions, which I'll send a link into the actual, what's it called, so rideable flyers, not the moth, now have ground attacks. So every flyer now, if I can, let me just jump on one, let me just camera up. So let's say I jump on the quets. Now there's a beaver over here, let's just go. So obviously quets is never attacked on the floor, but now you can attack when you're on the floor. All flyers apart from the moth has a ground attack now, yep. So I better just kill this thing. So beaver, so it's going to take a while. So this is a new, this only came out today, this update. So I haven't pumped, as not many people do, haven't pumped any melee into the crits. So, but there we go. So we've got ground attacks now with all flyers, as well as the normal attacks as they did before. The iffy Uranus no longer gets stuck in corners of underwater bases. Well, obviously we wouldn't know about that really, because not many people or anybody's got to the underwater bases just yet. Ferrozinos, their spawn weight and aggro range are decreased. That's decreased. So whereas before you see a wild Ferrozina, you walk up to it, if you get too close to it, it'll attack. Well, now you can get a bit closer before it attacks, which I didn't actually find a problem with that in the first place. I thought it was all, well, I just didn't find any problems with it. Let me get some water. As you can see, we are built here in the secret lake. Well, next one, the quets. The idle stamina consumption has been reduced by 50%. So when you stand up idle on the quets, it will still, when you're flying idle in the air, the quets will still lose stamina, but only by 50%. Whereas another thing I will know that we've noticed is if you stand up on your quets, it does not regain the stamina, it just stays the same. From what I can tell, it definitely doesn't regain stamina. So if you're going to build a quets trap or anything, just remember that. They've removed the Iphionis, whichever dino that, I think that's the new thumbs up dino, is it? No, that's the new bird, which we haven't got yet, but I'll give you a show of that at some point. Ability to steal kibble from dinos' inventories. That's not fair enough. Certain creatures now have special weight reductions for specific resources similar to the beaver. So, as we all know, the beaver, you gather wood weighs lighter on the beaver than it does on anything else. So now they've added it to a few other farming dinos, which I think is a really good thing as well, especially now they've nerfed the flyers. So your mammoth now reduces the weight of wood by 75%, which I think is a massive reduction, which is good. So you'll be able to carry a lot more wood. The Ankylosaurus as well has reduced the weight of raw metal by 75% too. Again, going to be a lot easier now to farm your metal. So if you go out on your Anky, it's not like you've got a quets farm. Actually, that's another thing, you can't quets farm anymore. Where you'd build a ramp on your quets, put the two of you go out, one of you on the Yankee, you hit the tail, and as before, you used to be able to get more weight than the quets could handle on the Yankee. That's been stopped. You can't do that anymore. The weight, whatever the weight on the Yankee is what is going to weigh on the quets. But anyway, they've reduced the weight, so you can carry a lot more raw metal on your Yankee before it gets encumbered. So it's good to go out to a couple of metal nodes close, whereas if you put too much melee on, you hit one rock and you get like 1,000 metal, you'd be encumbered. Yep. Now it's been reduced by 75%, so 1,000 would be, I believe, 25% weight. The Dodocarus, that as well has been, as the weight of stone reduced down to 75%. Again, exactly the same as the Yankee, like I just said, but this is the Dodi with stone. A couple of other little things that they've done in this little patch today. If I can just read it a little bit more. Where are we? Also, they have done altered the flyers, which we'll go over in a short while, or in another video. Basically, they've just upped the melee on a couple of them. The stamina and speed still hasn't been changed. Well, I think a couple of them have. The stamina has gone up, but speed's still just the same. The nerf speed is the base speed, but the health, the weight, the melee, food, oxygen, all the flies, they've all been tweaked. So that's that. So what I was saying, now a couple of things with the UI. When there is an item in the crafting queue, upon completion the right click options would close. This no longer happens. Okay. Updated the UI to include a way to differentiate regular eggs from fertilised eggs, as well as show a health bar and spoiling bar. So before tech it, I didn't know it because I never had no fertilised eggs, but it seems like you couldn't tell the difference between a fert and an unfertilised egg. So they've added that into the new UI. Adjusted blueprint and engram colours to help with readability. So don't know if you can see here, purple splash at the back. It'll be the same with engrams, but I do not believe I've got any blueprints on me. Oh, we've got a blueprint here. So that's yellow. See how the background's yellow, so you just know that's going to be Mastercraft because it's yellow. What else? Craft all now correctly displays craft 100. Required engrams no longer clipping and correctly displayed. We've got an engram page on the way, because that's coming soon. Placing your cursor over a broken and pressing E now repairs it. So like we did earlier on the high gloves, hover over it, press E, repairs it. When adding multiple stacks into an inventory, the stacks force into stacks of the max size. I don't know how that works as such, because obviously we've got the stacker mod, which would be his different stackers. So I'd imagine it'll be the same kind of concept, just its own little thing. But I'll come to that when I find out myself. Placing your cursor over an engram or blueprint in a remote inventory and pressing E should craft it. So let's just see if that works. Let's look for an engram I haven't learned. No, it don't work on engrams anyway. So, but maybe if it's just a engram or blueprint. Well, it's not doing it to the engrams. Probably the blueprints it would, like it did to repair. We'll test that out in a bit. Tribe log should now appear correctly upon opening the tribe manager for the first time. I was having a couple of troubles with the last update. You'd go into tribe log and nothing would show. There was just nothing there. They've done that. Adjusted the size of the UI box on a raft so it's no longer in the way when placing structures. Okay. Fixed an issue where breeding dinos would show 100% regardless of progress. Nice little fix. Fixed an issue where text was overlapping during the breeding process. That was a bit annoying because I did get that. Text was just overlapping each other. Adding an option to turn on the grinder inside its remote inventory. Okay, so there is now a 0.2 second cooldown on meat consumption. So what that means is it's more or less the end of force feeding your dinos and yourself to get health when you're battling. There is going to be a 0.2 second cooldown on meat. When using server config, you run over to blah blah blah. That seems to be, that's basically it. So they are all the new updates, bits and bobs and whatnot. So I just wanted to bring you a video from us on the Ethos server, explaining to you exactly what the updates were and what we've done due to the updates. And before I go, I do have to show you this. I actually did not realise about the unicorn and the Ethos. I heard of it, I didn't realise. So I went over on my quest, found a couple of horses. I picked one up with a quest, brought it back to the base. Cool little trick. Started to tame it, rid it, got the tame, and it said you would tame the unicorn. So it was a 135 as well. So I actually have a unicorn, which was an absolute potluck. Didn't even realise. Now, according to Ark, there's only one ever spawns on the map at any given time, and it's like a 0.2% chance that it will spawn. So I got major lucky. Again, it's got a great knockout. You kick with your back legs, it'll knock most things out. You got a butt and a little bite. What I like about it is the saddle. It's a pestle and mortar on the saddle. So it's like the beaver with the smithy. This has got the pestle and mortar. And you can create this lasso, and you can only use it when you're on it. So let's go out a minute. Now I haven't got no friends online to do this with, but what you can do, oh okay, that's gone. There we go. Watch. Let's just give it a try and knock this out. There we go. That should be knocked out. I know it's only a little do. There you look at that. Knocked it out. 2 hits, 75, knocked out. Boom. So yeah, so that's the unicorn, not the Ethos. Nice little jump on it. I'd imagine they pump a lot of speed on this, and they'll be quite. Imagine they'll get pretty damn fast as well. Nice little animation. Let's have a look how fast that's gone. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. What do we gather? It gathers berries pretty damn well. What about trees and stuff? Does it do anything like that? It gets seeds quite well as well. But anyways guys, that's it from me today. That's a little video for you on the Ethos PvP server. Now we've had the new wipe. So I just hope everybody's enjoying it, and I hope you've found this interesting, and I've opened up and let you know a few things that maybe you was thinking of. Well anyways, there is going to be a lot more videos now. We're not doing any more wipes regardless of updates. We are going to get this season really rocking. As you can see at the moment, we haven't really got a base or anything as such, just a metal hut, a few dinos. But we'll be going through some nice taming videos in the coming days. Obviously all the new dinos, we'll be taming them up, trying a few new things out. We'll be doing bosses again. Basically it's everything. And like I said, in my next video there will be a video on all the new tech, the teleporters, the Mazda, generator and the underwater bases. So this is me, Subohm Gamer. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show the support and hit that subscribe, and also hit that like. So yeah, you take care. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and thank you. And oh, before I go, also there is going to be, I will put the description and the IPs for our free servers into the description. If you want to come and check us out, you can add me to Steam, Subohm Gamer again, or you can add the IPs into your Steam favourites servers and find us that way. Anyway, I hope to have you all on there at some point. I hope you all come and enjoy yourself. We've got quite a few people on the server now, all slowly building up. We've only been going about 2 days now, 3 days I think, after the update. 2 days, 2 or 3 days. People are still just coming on and just starting really. So yeah, come across, have some fun, and let's get the PvP going. This is me, Subohm Gamer, saying goodbye and take care.